A prominent feminist aligned with the John Edwards campaign has come out swinging at Hillary Clinton. Kate Michelman, an advisor to Edwards, said Hillary is, quote, disingenuously playing the victim card. Now, former Clinton advisor Dick Morris. Dick, good to see you.
Good to see you. Could you imagine Margaret Thatcher saying that Gorbachev and the Russians were piling on because she's a woman?
Yeah, no, I can't.
Could you imagine that? I mean, this is what Hillary always does. Whenever she gets under fire, she retreats behind the apron strings. When Bill was running for president in '92, Jerry Brown attacked Bill and her and said, "You're the head of the Rose law firm, and yet your husband's the governor, and you get state contracts." And you know what Hillary answered? She said, "This is the kind of dilemma every working woman has trying to juggle career and family."
But they've done three things here that are amazing to me. Number one, they created a left-wing conspiracy. Yeah. Tim Russert and Brian Williams are leading the left-wing conspiracy. So they're angry at Tim Russert for asking the question. Bill has come out in her defense, and she is now saying, oh, the all-boys club is now piling on me here. And she still couldn't answer a simple question the first time she was under fire.
But she's created a whole separate issue here. One issue is you flip-flop. Right. Another issue is how do you feel about license for illegals and Social Security and everything else. But now the third issue is, are you too weak to be president?
That's it.
If you're gonna say, I'm gonna take my toys and go home because the big boys are picking on me.
You're not strong
What
enough.
happens when the boys in the Middle East, or the boys who run Russia, or the boys who run China start picking on you? Are we going to have the President of the United States saying, the boys are picking on me?
The other thing that strikes me is that a woman has to make herself a victim to be popular, and I find that really troubling. She's more popular when she's a victim.
Well,
they have a couple of pushes they're doing right now. One is to humanize her. This is a very important thing. They're doing it through the Sopranos ad, through the video, through everything. And the other is women. I mean, they've made a serious decision that they need to be the dominating force in the women's vote to win this election.
You know, the job which we should have done, which should have been our primary focus to find, you know, bin Laden.
Mr. bin Laden used to live in Sudan. He was expelled from Saudi Arabia in '91 and he went to Sudan. And we did it. They released him. At the time, '96, he had committed no crime against America, so I did not bring him here because we had no basis on which to hold him. Though we knew he wanted to commit crimes against America. So I did not bring him here, though we knew he wanted to commit crimes against America.
Secretary of State Madeleine Albright said, well, if we bomb Afghanistan now, it's not a good time to bomb Muslims. It'll essentially blow up the Middle East peace process and doom any chances President Clinton has of winning the Nobel Prize for Peace.
I was delighted when Jimmy Carter won the Nobel Peace Prize because I thought he earned it, and I thought it was great because he got it as much for what he did after office as when he was in office.
Bill Clinton is still campaigning for the Nobel Peace Prize.
I remember exactly what happened. Bruce Lindsay said to me on the phone, "We'll guide a second plane is at the tower." And I said, "Bin Laden did this." That's the first thing I said. He said, "How can you be sure?" I said, "Because only Bin Laden and the Iranians could set up a network to do this. And they wouldn't do it because they have a country and targets. Bin Laden did."
Did you also think at the same time we came pretty close to getting them?
Yeah. I thought that my virtual recession was well placed, and I was full of regret that I never did it. I mean, I immediately thought that he had done it. I always ask the same question for 8 years. Can we kill him tomorrow?
Bin Laden is alive today because Mr. Clinton, Mr. Sandy Berger, and Mr. Richard Clark refused to kill him. That's the bottom line.